This is schematic diagram of the electrical fuel pump. Major components of this electrical fuel pump are: this is a battery, this outer cover, from here the petrol in, and from here the petrol out to the carburetor. And this is the diaphragm. This is the contact point. This is the pull rod which is connecting diaphragm to the upper link. And there is a spring over here. And this is a diaphragm. This is the petrol chamber. This is the inlet valve. This is the delivery valve. The working principle of this electrical fuel pump is the electricity from when you insert the ignition key, the current from the battery flows to this particular contact point. When the contact point is in closed position, the electrical energy passes to the electromagnetic coil. The electromagnetic coil gets magnetized, and due to this, it will pull this pull rod in upward direction. So with the result, the diaphragm will move upwards. In this particular petrol chamber, due to the motion of the diaphragm's upward motion, the inlet valve opens. This is a one-way valve. The petrol tank, which is kept very far off from the engine, will be sucked by this particular suction pressure. There is a filter is also provided over here. This is how from here the petrol will enter and it goes to the petrol chamber. Now when this pull rod is moved upward direction due to the electromagnetic force, the contact point which was in engaged position, due to the motion of the pull rod in upward direction, this gets disconnected. As this gets disconnected, this gets de-electromagnetized, and due to the de-electromagnetization, there is no upward force acting on this particular rod to keep it in upward position. This stiffness of the spring will push the diaphragm downwards. Now the petrol which is there in this particular chamber will be pushed downward further. So with the result, what will happen? This particular delivery valve opens, making, as this delivery valve opens, the petrol from this particular path will be sent to the carburetor. So this is how the petrol will be dragged from the tank up to the carburetor. The main advantage of this is you can keep you can place the electrical pump anywhere in between the petrol tank and the carburetor. It is not necessary to keep it very near to the carburetor. This can be placed even nearer to the petrol tank also. If you are placing it nearer to the petrol tank, the distance of will be, you need more pressure to pull the petrol from the tank from this particular pump to the carburetor. So that is also possible by increasing the stiffness of the spring. If you are selecting the more stiffer spring, so the motion, the diaphragm downward motion will exert more pressure on the petrol. With the result, it is possible to push it. If the designer is chosen to keep this nearer to the carburetor, then this stiffness can be lesser. So that is the flexibility. And basically, without starting the engine, you don't need to start the engine to operate this. That means to drag the fuel from the petrol tank till the carburetor, you don't have to start the engine. But otherwise, in the previous example where in the mechanical pump, you are supposed to start the engine. If the engine is cranked, that means if the crankshaft is cranked, then only it was possible to drag the petrol from the tank to the carburetor. But in this electrical pump, it is operating on the electrical energy, that is on the battery. So this battery will supply the electricity to this particular coil. So this is the main advantage of this electrical pump. This video is a property of the Shivajirao S. Jonle College of Engineering and Technology, Asangaon.